A few months ago, while looking at my PlayStation account, I realized that I never gotten a platinum trophy.
Embarrassing!
Even though I enjoy watching people grind for it, like Nick AR, 3-Point Gamer, I Am Rob, and many more. So I decided to give it a try. I wasn't sure where to start, so I purchased 3 recently released action-adventure games, as those seems to be the most popular to trophy hunt, especially for a beginner like me. And now on this video, you'll see the journey of me getting all these 3 platinum trophies, and I will be ranking them from best to worst experience. Out of the 3, my favorite platinum trophy grind was definitely Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Not because of this glitch.
What in the world is going on with Miles?
But because of its fluid gameplay, story, and just how fun it is to get around. The grind consisted of 3 steps, starting with the story, which I'll keep it spoiler free, but just know that right away, I was blown away by just that opening scene.
How does this look so good? We are literally just a few minutes in and it is just chaos. Yep, I was already thinking game of the year just based off that opening fight.
See you, chump.
You're gonna need help. That's the first one. Let's get it. Next, we learn more about the comeback, the skills, abilities, gadgets, and of course, things we're gonna have to collect throughout the city. More of which continue to unlock as we progress through the story. And on my way to the upcoming main mission, if I remember this correctly, all I gotta do is fail a trick before I land. I'm sure full damage is off, so let's just go ahead and fail this. And we got it, splat. Attempt and fail a trick before landing on the ground. And right after we purchased our first suit and crafted the styles for it.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
As I was collecting some minor things that I was running through, and as I was getting more and more knocked out, at least the story kept getting better and better, so I had to keep going. A new suit. I'm not gonna lie, we're looking pretty good right now. But for real though, before getting our next main story trophy, I experienced what I think was probably my favorite boss battle. I don't know how they keep doing this. This is not even a cutscene, and look at this. This looks insane. I'm coming through. Get out of my way. This chase has been crazy so far. Upon completion of that chase and some intense moments,
It's got big teeth.
So do I.
we got that next trophy. We were then playing as Miles and got our first combat related trophy, which was fairly easy to get, especially if you're just fighting a bunch of enemies that are coming towards you. By this point, the story is reaching its climax. We get 2 more trophy, another way and the Great Hunt, and another one after they let us do this, which I couldn't believe. There is no way they're actually letting us play with him. We're about to freaking destroy everything. We are Venom and we are destroying Times Square. So yeah, that and another massive thing happened. So we get the Leave Us Alone story trophy. Let me just say though, that playing as Venom and just throwing people is the greatest thing ever. That's all you need to do, just grab and throw. It's so OP that the game literally crashed. No way, come on, did it just crash on me? I'm not gonna even complain because I'm gonna love doing all that again. So yeah, we're back and we're ready for the next trophy, of course. While Peter gets it on, we get I Quit, which is trophy number 10. And before we get to the last story related trophy, we of course had to do a lot of fighting. So we got some extra combat related trophies. Oh, we got another one, okay. Arm and Dangerous. Defeat 100 enemies with spider arm abilities. And I think I'm gonna get my ass knocked out right here, right now. Yep, there you go. And if you're wondering, yes, these final fights were hell. Especially since I didn't do much upgrading. The next thing we did gave us the Antidote trophy. And Peter was fighting like a beast. So was Miles. Except for this time and this time and this time. Listen, it got rough for a second, okay?
What do you mean by that?
Anyways, you know the deal, and it's time to finish the story. And in the final cutscene, literally this happens. What in the world is going on with Miles? This is insane. You still got them gloves on though. Is that the glove? Oh, there's the mask. Okay, now he's fully invisible. I can't see the guy, bro. Heal the World finished the main story, and we completed with 13 trophies are done. This is when things get good. What the? Who are we and why? What is this? Are you kidding me? No wonder Miles was freaking invisible. By completing the main story, all of the side missions are now available, which means we are about to get a lot of tech parts and a lot of tokens so that we could buy suits, upgrade our techs and our gadgets, get more skills and abilities. On the way, of course, we're getting some collectibles. The first side mission I decide to do is a 2-for-1. We find all the hunter blinds to find the hunter bases, and that also gets us closer to getting level 2 on each district to fast travel, which makes things insanely easy and more enjoyable. Now I got some extra trophies while I was searching for one of the blinds. I was around it, so I remembered to visit on May's grave to get you know what to do trophy. There's usually a lot of fighting in the bases, and by this point I knew that I was so close to another comeback trophy, so I decided to sneak around a bit more to complete 25 stealth takedowns. I just decided to go full combat mode on this one, which led us to get this since we just recently unlocked a new ability. Oh, we got another one. Surge, use a symbiote abilities 25 times during symbiote surge. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna keep on using it for sure. Let's hit it with that finisher. We're gonna hit it with the Frankenstein. Oh, how you looking like Big Papa Pump.
You know, they say all men are created equal.
That was another blind down to discover the last base. We put in the work, finished it off, and got the Seek and Destroy trophy, complete all hunter bases. The next two side missions were Miles related. We ended up helping out the school a lot. We had to rescue a teacher, we had to rescue the mascot, figure out some annoying puzzles. Hey yo, they got me with the Puerto Rican flag over here. This looks good. Hey yo, let me get a Dominican one though. Come on now. Miles then had a side mission in Harlem, which the first part of this was actually part of the main story. Let's just say after beating down some criminals, it turned out that the guy that was acting like the good guy was actually the bad guy. Hey yo, Miles' mom's actually knows how to dance salsa, man. Miles, you gotta step it up, bro. 1, 2, 3, bro. It's not that hard. My community. I'm not gonna lie, that side mission was so predictable, but I was not expecting with Peter's side mission being as emotional as they were. I got to visit Howard and his pigeons, and this man gave us a journey through his life like he knew it was over. He wanted us to find a new home for his pigeons, which we did in Astoria, but when we come back, he's already gone. And on to the next one, because it wasn't done there. We gotta help out this blind lady, and she's literally here just jamming it to bachata. Things get a little bit crazy, as I guess you could say we are trying to uncorrupt the dog. Oh, we're just gonna get dragged like that? You love to see it. Okay, let's go for a ride. I'm down for it. Can we keep him? We gotta give it back. She said she needed someone. And boom, we completed all the FNSM requests. So we are officially halfway through. I then focused on the Flame side quest missions, in which we were helping Rafe track down the leader. And this one turned out to give us a huge teaser on what's to come on the next game. And of course, we had to stop a train, because it ain't Spider-Man if you ain't stopping a train. Oh, derailed the whole thing. Okay, that's a good way to stop it, I guess. Uh-oh, it's over. On a side quest mission, it's over, bro. Loving how many of these side missions are setting up major villains for the next game. So we got Grinsome Hour. While collecting spider bots, I got Resourceful, collect a total of 10k tech parts, which of course is needed to buy all the skins and gadget upgrades. I then took a trip to Coney Island to get this easy one. I know there's a trophy here. We just gotta run the bases, I guess. Hey, listen, I don't know how to play baseball, all right? I'm Dominican for a reason. Let's go, let's try it, man. First base.
We make sure we touch it, you know? We gotta make sure we touch it. Second.
Easy work right now, honestly. Third. It's over. It's over. Home run. You guys liked it? There's literally nobody here, but okay.
It was then time to complete another side mission. The EMF experiments weren't necessarily my favorite, but at least we got to ride a bike a few times. For the last one, we had to do another puzzle, but at least we got the trophy and a nice fit for it. Next up, since I only needed 1 or 2 unidentified targets, we completed the attack and we get rewarded with data collector. As I've been going from one district to the next, I also been clearing out Marco's memories, getting those crystals, and turns out that this whole time we have been risking our life to build a statue of him and his daughter. So in the end, we had to hand it over to her. On Miles' side of things, we completed all of the Prowler side missions.
Co-signing. Hey, listen, rent in New York City is real expensive. Trust me, I know about it.
Next up was to complete all of the symbiote nest. And on my way to one, I also had to get another simple trophy.
Now let's do a few more. That should be enough, I think. Surely should be 30. There you go. Hang 10. Easy.
So yeah, I was looking cool for a bit, and I've been doing these with Peter as it is easier with him and his abilities, but decided to get that last one with Miles and got the Exterminator. Things were really getting cleared out now, and most of what we needed was the spider bots, a few extra side missions, and one photo op which I could just not find. So took the train from Queens to Manhattan, thinking about things, you know? On this short trip though, I remember that I probably had enough to upgrade all my gadgets. And I was right, so we did that and I got to the max. Purchase all gadgets upgrades. This turned out to make the combat so much easier. The Mysterium side mission was up next. There were a few of these in all the districts, so there was a lot of fighting. Eventually we got amazing, reach max level, and as we continue our fight through these, I realized that there was one trophy stocked at 87%. Initially I thought it was glitch, but it wasn't. I was just using the wrong abilities and not necessarily reading which ones I really needed to use. But we figured it out and then we got to work.
Let's get that one in style, shall we? Bring him close. Hit him with one of these. Oh, there it is. Evolve. I don't know why I'm reading it. I already know what it is. Let's keep beating them up.
By this point, there wasn't much left to do in the map outside of collecting some spider bots which are not shown and completing the Mysterium. The great thing about it is the instant fast travel, as it actually made this collection and cleanup process so good. In the last Mysterium, of course we fight off against Mysterio, but there was a big twist on this one as he's actually a good guy for the time being. Nonetheless, we go on to get Behind the Mask complete grand finale. I am then spamming fast travel because there's over 40 spider bots that I need to collect, but we've been collecting it, so I only needed like 5 of them. I also needed one photo op which was not popping up on the map, as I guess I just didn't came across that area yet. And on my way to one of the final spider bots, the last photo op opportunity finally showed up. And it's kind of ironic that the last one is wrestling related because I'm a big wrestling mark, so I loved this one.
I'm going to it right now, right after I get this spider bot. Ooh, we got the luchador up in here, man. Let's go. New York, New York. 100 to the man who can stay in the ring for 3 minutes. Oh, ooh, yeah, brother.
I got you for 3 minutes. I have a mask on underneath.
Man said he's gonna take off his mask and he has a mask underneath. That's my gimmick, bro. You can be taking my gimmick like that.
Now to complete all the districts, all I needed to do was find the last 2 spider bots. I'm not gonna lie, this took a while. I almost had to do a Google search, but I didn't. These usually were very visible and made a sound when you were close to them, so all I had to do was fast travel on every single block on that specific district. This should be the last one. Instead of jumping though, we gotta make it special. I'm just gonna slingshot to it. Get it. There you go. Superior spider bot. Superior trophy. 100% complete old district. Now we just needed to clean things up. As Miles, we visit the location in which his game ended, and we got just let go. It was time for more purchase, so we got it fully loaded by purchasing all of the Spider-Man suit tech upgrades and kitted out by purchasing all of the available suits, which, as you
guys already know, it's actually insane how many are in this game. Absolutely love the Wolverine one, but I'm also a big sucker for some of the classic ones. The next trophy was probably my favorite because I got it in one try without cheating. I did not look at any tips. It required us to go from the financial district to Astoria only using the web wings. I mean, I can see it from here, surely. Okay, hold on. There you go. That's gonna be tough, but if we get the bridge, oh, I see a wind tunnel though. Do we use it? That one takes us straight to it. What if I miss it though? I'm not confident. I might not make it. Oh, we can't go up. Oh, we actually took it. Okay, take us straight to it. Let's go. That was beast. The last final side mission, we needed to deliver all of the spider bots that we have collected to a specific location, to a specific someone.
Who's Miguel?
Into the Spider-Verse. Probably should have done this with Miles, I guess. But okay. Funky wireless protocols. Oh snap, hold on. We know it's coming. We know it's coming. Dedicated. Let's go. Collect all trophies 100%. Hey, you know what? That was amazing.
Overall, to someone who just started collecting these platinum trophies, Spider-Man 2 was the perfect length. Its trophies were fun, and even those that require you to grind XP wasn't so bad because by the time you finished the main story, you were almost maxed out and it wasn't annoying to finish it off. Next up, right in the middle is Assassin's Creed Mirage, which was my first ever game to get the platinum trophy, and truly what got me into all of this, as the Assassin's Creed series is my favorite, and I've been waiting for it to return to its roots, and this was it. So I was excited to get that 100% on it in these 3 steps.
So the story kicks off with
Basim ibn Ishaq
trying to impress the hidden ones, which he does by stealing an artifact that is somehow connected to him. Again, I won't get too deep into it, but if you play Valhalla, then you already know what's going on. Oh, you better be able to pet the cat. I was about to say. And on the way out of Baghdad, we got our first trophy. The Master Thief of Ambar, 1 down and a lot to go. She literally brought out all of her wrestling moves just to save us right there. She, of course, who has not smoked a day in her life.
Put yesterday out of your mind. It has no bearing on today.
Anyways, we are now training to become an assassin. But wait, apparently Baghdad is being taken over by the Templars and the Order. And because of that, all of a sudden, we are ready to become an assassin. Or so I thought we were. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that. An initiative of the Hidden Ones. We're not even an assassin yet. I cut a whole finger. What else do you want? I think it's easier to become an Avenger. But seriously though, this is kind of where you know you are playing an Assassin's Creed game, because the next 80% of the story is you assassinating minions of the Order to get to the top dog. Before diving into the story more, I needed to get me another trophy. So I got me probably one of the easiest one by just sitting at the bench passing time 5 different times. I also collected a treasure nearby which gave me the Hidden One sword, which I'm sure I went on to use during the whole story, as its poison effect is pretty cool. So I definitely recommend hunting this one early, and this armor, but I will get to it on how to get it later on. Of course, you gotta collect everything for the 100%, and there is a lot on every region, which I try to do some of the obvious one while going through the main story. I get into a lot of trouble early on, which rewards me with the Poster Boy trophy. Basically became anonymous by tearing down the wanted poster as I'm running away, which is actually something that I go on to do a lot. Doing these early missions, looking for the rebel leader Ali and keeping it stealthy. Yeah, I'm not editing that in. We definitely assassinated 10 guards to get a true hidden one. And if you're having trouble taking out one of the big guards, don't do this. Oh snap! The shadow and the flame? That works. After freeing who we needed to free, it was now time for our first target. Oh, I've been waiting for this one for too long, and they set it up nicely. Let's go. Do a little targeting just in case. Oh snap, well I'm not showing that on YouTube. You could have just stabbed him again. So yeah, that was pretty sweet. We get out of there, talk to our master, and we get rewarded with another story related trophy. And we already know who's our next target of the order that needs to be eliminated. We've been picking up and eating everything that we see, so of course we got the potion collector trophy. I also used some of the skill points that I have gotten and unlocked the blow dart tool. To get the you snooze you lose a trophy, which requires me to pickpocket a guard affected by a blow dart. I don't know if this is missable, but I wanted to get it done now just in case in this mission. By this point in the story, we're just going around to gather information. We made an important stop, of course. Eventually in one of this mission, we get the headhunter, headshot 20 guards with throwing knives, and this was a trophy number 10. Ultimately, we get to our next target, which as part of the mission, we will need to wear a patient's disguise later on to sneak in. This is also half of another trophy that I get later on, which I don't know if it's missable, but I'm glad that I got it. No. Oh, we're just gonna say no, that's how this works, huh? And we get the blood of a demon trophy. I decided to change it up a bit and apply a dye to an outfit, and we got the fashion statement. To get to our third target, I of course ended up opening a token chest. So we got treasure seeker, also got the hands of a thief by pickpocketing 50 people, and it's time to expose the treasurer's identity.
It is unwise to judge someone by how they look.
Indeed.
What do you mean by that?
But for now, we focus on the treasurer and we get ourselves our next trophy. Of course, now we got another target to take down. As the investigation continue, I come across this side quest, which is one of the tales of Baghdad. There is this kid who's trying to jump from a high point, just like the hidden ones, because he wants to impress the hidden ones. So very reminiscent of Basim. Much like a lot of the other tale from Baghdad, which we will need to complete for the 100%, this was very simple. All we have to do is jump to give him the courage to do the same, which without context, this sounds crazy. But we get rewarded with the crossing paths for completing one tale from Baghdad. And there's a lot more of these and other side quests that we will need to do later on. In some of the minor missions to investigate our next target, we knock out a couple extra trophy, surprise, assassinate 10 guards from hiding spots. I probably should have gotten this way sooner. We also got street cleaner, and since by this point we did have the blow darts and we were using it a bit more, we got the sleep tight trophy. Next target is a warlord, and we have to infiltrate a huge prison. And this assassination wasn't as exciting because I started using teleportation a bit more, which is just absolutely broken in this game. If you upgrade it all the way, it just makes everything so much more easier, as eventually you can chain it up to assassinate 5 guards in a room. We gotta fight our way out of this prison now, but instead I use another OP tactic, and that is just smoke everybody. Yeah, this game might be basic, but a lot of these tools, they're OP, and if you use them right and upgrade them early, you're just gonna go through a bunch of enemies like nothing. And by this point, you probably noticed that I got me that Ezio Revelation outfit. Oh, we looking good. We've been saving up just for this.
That's why he's the GOAT!
Something I'm also doing is buying enough components to be able to upgrade my tools, because they are hard to come by and the merchant don't always have it. So you gotta keep waiting for them to restock. So the upgrading of every tool trophy took me a while to get. Once again, in order to blend in and continue our investigation, we needed to wear another disguise. So as part of this mission, we did some knocking out and we got that other half of the trophy, which requires us to obtain both disguises. I don't think there are other ways to complete this mission. Now we officially know who is the top dog and who we need to take down. Before that though, we get a serving delight trophy. Reach the maximum hidden one rank. So to get to our final target, we had to infiltrate the palace. This one definitely took a bit. I definitely died a couple of times. We eventually get to her and she reveals that she knows who Basim is and why the futuristic object is connected to him. The master says no, but Basim wants to answer. Let's go eliminate the head of the order finally. I'm sure this is when the story gets crazy. So yeah, this is when Assassin's Creed does their Assassin's Creed stuff in their storyline, if you know what I mean. If you play Valhalla, then you already know that Basim is connected to the Asian civilization and what god he is connected to. This and more that I won't spoil goes down. Overall, I enjoyed the story and appreciate that they did went back to more of the basic things that I initially fell in love with Assassin's Creed. Nonetheless, we got that last story related trophy, which brings us to a total of 25. So by doing the main quest, I managed to complete half of all the trophies. So it's now time to clean things up, getting done some of the other easier trophies, some of which I was surprised I didn't get it done yet, like Eagle's Eyes. I think after getting the smoke bomb, I stopped using the throwing knife as much, but that's until I got to upgrade it again to literally make guards disappear. During this whole time, I was getting more of the viewpoints done so that when I'm doing the side quests, I could just fast travel everywhere and be more effective. I actually went around and completed all of them before doing anything else. Some of these were hard to find as they don't really show them in the map. You have to pass by to then actually be able to see it. Next, I needed to destroy a horn with a throwing knife. So while collecting a treasure, these guards usually have it. Get his attention, he will pull it out, and then we use that throwing knife to eliminate him. Next up was to use the services that are all around us. These are definitely the easiest one. You should have enough token if you've been pickpocketing. So we got spread the news. We then pay off mercenaries 5 times. So just went around looking for them and giving them free tokens, even though I wasn't in trouble. Also paid up musicians and merchant groups 5 times. Again, these are could have done way earlier, but it was satisfying to get some of these easy ones done. And although we didn't have all the skills yet, we were now able to teleport and target 5 different guards. So as I'm searching for some treasures and finishing some side quests, we got the unstoppable trophy to kill 5 guards with one of Assassin's focus. Yeah, this is way too broken. So many broken things is why I didn't even need to fully upgrade my weapon until after the main story, or also the outfit. So I made sure to knock those out real quick. As our skill continued to rank up, I made sure to unlock the extra tool skills because for some weird reason that's a thing. But at least the skill tree in this game was simple and you are able to reset your skills and spend it differently if you don't have enough. So I got the noisemaker to get the attention seeker, which was easy and got me another slot to get the trap to get the ambush trophy. Also easy as you could just throw it to the guard's feet or combine it with noisemaker to get a bunch of them on the same spot and hit him with a trap. Eventually I will need to upgrade all my tools, so I kept purchasing components and everything else that I needed so that they continue to restock as I continue to collect what I need to collect for the 100%. Pickpocketing and then selling whatever you get is the easy way to get money. So the trophy to save up wasn't really that difficult. Next up were 2 trophies that I kind of have given up on, and I thought I was just gonna have to try a brand new save and get it at the end. One of these was collapsing 20 scaffolding structures. I'm sure I did this like 100 times just for fun as I was going from one mission to the next, but it just wasn't popping up until finally I got it. As for the second annoying one, it was getting 10 assassination while blending in. I think this one is glitch, or there's just a very specific window in which it needs to happen in order for it to count. Just in this spot, I wasted so much tokens and time trying to do it. Maybe the assassination animation was getting me out of blending in, so I needed the guard to literally be right in front of me for it to count. How is this not working? What do you want me to do? This has to be bugged out right now. You gotta be kidding me. Regardless, I quit on it, at least until later on. So I use Enkido to talk guards around. The palace is a great spot for this as there is a bunch of them. After doing a few rounds, I tagged 100 of them, but these can be done in different spots at different times. That one wasn't that annoying. Now we need 10 more. Enigma are other things that we need to collect for the 100%, but you only need to solve one of them for the riddle me this trophy. Last two easy ones was comeback related. We got into a lot of trouble, getting maximum notoriety, and after we did, I ran, got out of the city, and we hid for 10 minutes. And I thought the next one was gonna be more difficult, as this time you gotta survive 10 minutes in open conflict. But the good thing is that you don't have to do it while you're fully wanted. You can just do it at level 1. I did mine on this side of a prison, as only 2 or 3 guards are around, and the other ones are too far to detect anything happening. I left 1 guard alive, and I just kept on dodging his attack for 10 minutes. This man even said this:
God is with me.
we should get it any second now. It's been 10 minutes. I know it's been 10 minutes. This one better not be glitched like the other one. Okay, that's what I thought. Eagles will survive 10 minutes in open conflict. The fun trophies are over now, and we got 7 more to clean up. And for the most part, these are part of the collectibles. We gotta clear every single region, treasures, contracts, tales, and books, which is the first one I went after. There were only 7 of these books to collect. More often than not, we have to find our way in, as every single door in this game is locked. We got the 6 books, but it turns out that there's a mystery one, so we cannot complete this collectible yet. But lucky for us, it was located on the same spot which we needed to collect a historical site later on. There was a bit of a puzzle that we needed to do to break through and get the book. We delivered the 7 books to get the Scholar trophy, and this man literally gave us nothing for it. You're not gonna give me anything, bro? I went to the middle of nowhere for you. I've been tracking this book for hours.
Do you know what that is?
Another collectible for each region was the artifacts. Unless you're nearby, these does not show up in the map. But lucky for me, every time I came across one, I was already getting them. So by the end, I only needed like 5 or so to get the trophy. And as we're getting treasures, which they are always heavily guarded, I finally got the glitch trophy. Oh, blading the crowd! Assassinate 10 guards while blading with the crowd. Finally! I'm sure I did this like 100 times. I thought I was gonna have to do a new save. Throughout this whole time, by the way, as I'm collecting treasures, historical sites, and so on, as I mentioned before, I have been purchasing as much compounds as possible every time that they restock. After finally getting enough, I fully upgraded all the tools to get the tools of the trade. I was now completing many of the side quest contracts, and these were a lot of the same. Rescue a prisoner, deliver something, or get something for someone. And once completing 10, we got the Defender of the People trophy. But of course, these were not done. There were still a bunch of other contracts that kept popping up after you complete certain ones, so I had to keep going for the 100%. They were all also required to get enough skill points to unlock all the skills. After multiple of these, we finally got enough to get self-improvement, unlock all skills, and now we just needed 1 more. The last side mission I did were actually kind of crazy. This man ended up having a heart attack before I delivered what I needed to deliver to him. It's a bit messed up, but instead of telling me to get his son so he can say his final goodbyes, this man wanted 3 pages of a book. The last thing I needed was 2 treasure chests, which I couldn't get earlier because they're locked, and in order to unlock them, I needed mysterious shards, which is also part of the collectible. But again, you can definitely do this early on, and you 100% should, because once you get the 10 shards that you need by just pickpocketing the required people, you have enough to get yourself a cool dagger, a cool sword, and this cool ass outfit. Everything fully upgraded, and when you jump and go for an assassination upon landing, it has the shockwave of stunning the enemy nearby, giving you an extra opening for more attack. I better not need to collect anything else. Let's open that bad boy up, and holy shit, we actually did it. Fully explore old territories. There it is, we got the platter, first one ever. Master of his Fate trophy. Earn every trophy.
I know that this Assassin's Creed is easy compared to all the other ones, but much like the Spider-Man Platinum trophy, this was perfect for a beginner like me. And now to my least favorite grind, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. From a bad story to not so exciting side missions to a very repetitive endgame, this live service service game did not hit for me and a lot of other people, as you guys can see. Hard to believe that it is set in the Arkham universe.
Did they just spawn us outside of the mission area? We're gonna die.
But there is one positive to it, and that is that I got to play it with friends, which I couldn't have finished all these steps if it wasn't for their help.
You ain't going through there, Chris.
This is where
You
I
won't catch me.
bail out.
Oh shit.
Part 1 is to get all the story-related trophies so we could have everything unlocked afterwards. But as I was testing the jumping and all the rest of the controls, my experience didn't start off too well.
No! God, please, no! No!
I managed to pull it through and get through the tutorial, which immediately I made a decision that I will only be playing as Harley Quinn because she's the one that gives me that Batman experience that I've been craving. Trial by fire. What the hell just happened? One down. Let the road begin. So we get through the tutorial and Waller spoils the whole plot of the game. Actually, the whole title says it all. You are instructed to kill the Justice League as they have been corrupted by Brainiac, who's trying to take over Metropolis, and the Suicide Squad have no choice but to do it because they got a ship planted on their head that otherwise is going to explode. But before we get to take on the corrupted Justice League, we need to get set up with proper equipment, which we get to steal it from the Hall of Justice. We got the grapple because I'm Batman. We were definitely not. We got captured by the Green Lantern. The Flash comes in and actually saves us as he's not fully corrupted just yet. The squad fights the Brainiac army while the superheroes are the ones that actually get to fight against each other. This is something that happens quite a lot, by the way. We just get lucky and get to capture them. At least we got to meet Batman early on. Got the purple eyes though. Brainiac really got the goat already. All we did was literally deliver the Flash to him. Hitting the fan survived the Batman experience. 4%. Next up, we gotta make the squad better. We find the Penguin, so he gets electrocuted a couple of times, and he got no choice but to be our first squad member that we recruit. Me and the boys then start exploring Metropolis and tried not to get annoyed at doing some side missions. Is anybody playing the objective? What am I playing right? What the? I'm dead.
Why did it tell me return to the mission area?
Did they just spawn us outside of the mission area? We're gonna die without the mission even starting.
That's like you, bro.
This is nuts.
The next main mission, of course, the squad try to escape, but we all know this doesn't end well, especially because Waller,
I'm your daddy.
at least we got a trophy out of it, and Ivy is still alive and she's 9 years old, or 12, I don't know. Thanks for another trophy though. And as we continue to clear out Metropolis, I got to level up, reaching level 10 with any squad member, which the only squad member I've been using, as you guys know, is Harley. We continue the fight, got to destroy the big gun. The Bop is dead. Next up, we got a big boss battle against the Flash, so we got our ass kicked, while also learning that counter shots are gonna be extremely important, and it's basically going to be how you defeat everyone else.
Oh, that was
Wonder Woman.
Oh, shit.
We have to die to save the world.
Barry.
To get ready for the Flash, we kept leveling up a bit, completing all of the Rick Flag support missions, and doing some upgrades and overhaul to our loadouts. That was trophy number 10. And now, for real this time, the Flash is back, and it's time to get about 1 million critical counter shots so that we can take him down. Kill the fastest man alive.
That was too easy with a squad, man.
We then get teleported to another dimension, to Earth 2, where Metropolis is completely destroyed, and a showcase was gonna happen to Earth 1 once Brainiac fully take over. We actually get to rescue Lex Luthor from this Earth. We don't trust him, but he actually pays off for the time being, helping us take down the Green Lantern. I actually enjoy this fight a bit more as they got more creative with it, especially what happened afterwards with King Shark taking possession of the ring. Damn.
Holy. Oh, shit. Yeah, damn.
And here comes Wonder Woman to save the day again. How are we not dead yet? I don't know. So while they're fighting all over the world, we're getting our ass kicked by the world's greatest detective. This one felt like straight out of Batman Arkham Asylum, so I appreciate that. But I was only happy because Batman technically was still alive for the time being. And since I knew that was coming, we decided to relax for a second, completing all of the Penguin Support Squad missions. And yes, already got to reach max level with Harley. But then it was time. No.
Oh.
That's it.
Cold as ice.
These are all obviously fake.
I was now just ready to finish the game and be completely done with it. My third squad member, Dankups, actually quit on us. He just couldn't take it anymore. It took a lot to bring him back just so we could try to finish the story together.
Oh shit.
Abandon, no hope.
Don't let him get up.
We got through Superman and then Brainiac, which was a bit whack because all we were really doing was fighting the Flash again. But we were excited that at least we finished the story. We then quit the game for about a week.
Ooh. Trophy.
No one
Collector of Worlds
defeats Brainiac. With the story done, it meant that it was now time for the XP grind. We heard about this glitch, and since everybody was taking advantage of it, I figured might as well give it a try. And it was definitely effective. Repeating this mission for about 3 hours, it was jump off, grenade, eat some ice cream. It gave me all the XP that I needed to level up Deadshot, King Shark, and Boomerang. Last time I used them was on the tutorial. Then cops already quit on us, so Pulse and I were just trying to make it through. We completed all of the Hack, Lex Luthor, and Toyman Support Squad missions, as well as the Poison Ivy ones, which were the most challenging ones. Completing all of these did brought in some extra rewards, as we got Grand Experiment and Forces in Motion. With almost all of the side missions done, all we had was to do some collectible, get our mastery level up, and keep cleaning things up. Collecting is something that I love, especially in the older Batman games. It actually took me a while to realize that I could just shoot them down. I hate this game in every possible way. It blocks my brain from thinking. I should have realized this 10 trophies ago. The time trials were actually incredible, and if you happen to go for this platinum trophy, I recommend you try to do this right away. My movement actually sucked, and it could have been way better if I just did this a few hours into the game. Only a few of these I had to restart, and for the most part, I did them with Harley Quinn. Even though Deadshot movement could come in handy on many trials, and if you master Boomerang, it's basically cheating. The beach area with King Shark was actually my favorite. We also got all of the scanning done, and finally for the last one, there he is. I could have gotten this one a long time ago, but I left it to the end, at least for this section. The oldest one in the book. Collect 40 Riddler trophies. It was time to start unlocking many of the mastery level. This endgame was extremely repetitive outside of course, the difficulty that you do it on and get to unlock, but you do get some good loot and some sweet combinations. While doing these, the squad levels were also going up and ended up getting it to level 50, unlocking Trial by Blood. A lot of the challenges were also easier to complete because there's just more enemy, more chaos going around. And let me tell you, if your loadout just has a good grenade, you were set for life in this game. The more incursions we were doing, more of the set rewards we were getting, and mastery levels we were unlocking. We just got 10 more left. Battle lines, complete an incursion mission at mastery level 5. Next up, I finally finished the Gizmo Support Squad mission, which was glitched in multiple ways. It was the final one, and every time I completed it, I never got the trophy, so I literally had to quit the game and boot it up again until it finally happened. Come on, I'm trying this right after the latest patch. Let's go, War Machine. Finally got it. Okay, we can definitely get that plat now, and we are so close to it. All we gotta do is keep doing those incursion missions, and that's what I did. With my loadout being improved, we were completing a lot more contracts. We need 100 of them, so we were finally halfway, which I should have been doing since the beginning of the game, and I probably would have been done by now. We got to mastery level level 10, then 15. This meant better reward, so we already were able to equip 3 pieces of the tier 2 set, mastery level 20, and of course I gotta say shout out to my boy Paws, as he was literally carrying me through all of these. And unlike me, he actually mastered every single member by actually playing with all of them. I'm sure Deadshot got everything that we need for this one. There it is, the Reaper. Equip 3 pieces of the tier 3 set, and we go back to Harley now. By this point, Post was waiting for me to get 2 more trophies so that we could get that last one together. I needed to defeat 10 Racing Hell hit squads. Very easy, as all you gotta do is 5 of its challenges to spawn them, and many of these I just happened to defeat them, completing many of the incursions, much like the 100 support squad contracts. It was now time to get the last one and unlock the platinum trophy, but this was a easy one, which is why we left it all the way to the end. We just had to repeat the mission of Batman kicking our ass, and then after just press a button, which recaps the event of the Batman Arkham series.
You ain't going through there, Chris.
Oh shit.
Is he, right here, This one. That boy's ready?
Yeah, dude, click that button, bro.
Let's go! History repeats. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
the beginning of the end.
Finally.
So this is the final rankings for my first 3 action-adventure games platinum trophies, and I'm glad I tried trophy hunting the last couple of months, because now I can't stop thinking which one should be next.